Well, hello, and welcome to the next episode of Making Mannequin Heads into Planters. Wah! I hope you appreciate just how bizarre it is for someone my age. I'm 52 to be acting so wacky doodle, but you know what? That's who I am. I don't want to apologize for it. Get used to it. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, all right, that's maybe part of the reason you're here is because I'm just wacky. So, like and subscribe. Tell your friends all about it. Ow, ow. And don't hurt yourself. Sorry, I was poking myself on the table. So today is the second installment, sort of work. Bum, 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 bum. She was finished earlier. Yes, 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 yes. She's weird and wacky, and I love it. Her hair came out very, very nice. Oops, she's all stuck up on herself. Actually, I kind of like that. It's kind of cool. She's wacky and weird and braided up, and there she goes. Fully hollowed out. So now, next is this young thing. Oh. That's not gross at all. I just keep reminding myself it's synthetic. That's not, that's like, when you find that in the drain in the shower. Ooh, Shanina and I were talking about that. We're both just like, oh God, cleaning that stuff out. I just have to like, grab it and get rid of it and not think about it or acknowledge any sort of feelings that I'm having in my hands at that point. So gross. Anyway, I don't know why I get so grossed out about it, but I do. So this one, I hollowed out beautifully. Look at that hollowness. Oh, I love it. You can even see his ear holes and the drainage holes in the back. Fully drained all the way through. Hello, I can see you. Can you see me? I see you. Anyway, so this one's a little bit different from them, sorry. God, what is wrong with me? From them. And this one is a little bit more masculine in the face with the jawline and everything. Very, very, very attractive face. And I'm going to completely ruin this whole thing. What am I doing? Oh my God. Now it's, good Lord. All right, technical errors. I apologize. Okay, so I was going the wrong way on it. There we go. That'll tighten it down. Pop. It goes on the head holder. Guess. Headstand. And what are we going to do with this one? Oh, Larry likes it the way it is. He thinks it's cool. I was thinking about applying stuff to it, but I thought would be really cool. I was thinking about bark. I was thinking of feathers. I do have some feathers that I could do on it. I'm just wondering how long those things would last. So what do I have around me? I have tape. I have paint. I have glue. You can draw with glue. Didn't know if you knew that. Glue is kind of cool. You can have the gold on, right? Put on a line of glue, paint over it, peel off, just like with paint or tape. Peel off the glue. Or you can wipe the glue and the paint, oftentimes you'll be able to see through it. So you'll see the color that's underneath. Or you can use it and draw lines and stuff and then paint over the whole thing, and suddenly you have all these line textures that are raised, which is actually what I'm going to do with this guy. Oh, that could be very cool. Let's get weird. All right. Too late for that, right? So somebody's dinging me. Who's dinging me? Oh, my sister Terry. Oh, they've started the new Lord of the Rings series. I don't know what to think. I don't want to be disappointed. We just watched in the big theater, Cinepolis. It's in Blueback Square. Yes, West Hartford, Blueback Square. And we got to see the ring, the three Lord of the Rings cycle. I told you in a previous episode, but if you didn't watch that, then you know. We did get to see all three of them. They were fabulous. Really cool to see him on the big screen. So this one I want to, again, this is one where I don't want to be squeezing the head too much so that the paint comes off. Because I actually really like the paint as it is. I love the texture. That's that spray texture stuff that I told you about in the past. Basically, it's what they used to call it flex stone. Flex, like flecks of paint, flex. But, or fleck stone, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it so that I can get a bead of, there we go. Let's get up close and personal with this puppy. Hello. Let's come in and see how we're doing with this closely. Here we go. Hopefully my hand doesn't block you too much. I will go from this side. I am brutally right-handed, so I apologize if I get in my own way. I'm going to outline the black right now. And I'm going to not have too much paint because it will drippy, drippy, drippy. So I need him maybe lying down, I don't know. Now I'm not caring if I am one side or the other of the lines. It doesn't need to be perfect. What it needs to be is raised. So that's pretty good. That's staying where it needs, where I want it, because I'm not putting on too much. I'm actually going to take him off of the stand, remove the stand. It just clamps right onto my table, folding 4-foot table, and I'm going to lay him down gently. This way, I hope that the paint, or the glue will stay where it needs to be better. So, but I will keep you guys in the loop here. So, gotta get my angle. Small bead, join those two beads. Now, what I'm doing is I'm not being fully intact with the, oh, that's cool, with the glue on the actual mannequin head on the surface. Because if I do that, then all I do is like I drag it across and I don't leave a bead of glue behind. I leave a flat of glue and kind of ruins the whole purpose of what I'm doing, right? Oh, hi, you're very close. So there we go, see? And if it gets a little drippy, I really don't care because that's only gonna add to it. So now let me go with the upper eyelid with a, ooh, not so heavy a bead because that is going to be dripping all over the place. I am pointing or angling. You see how I'm angling the bottle back? So I'm not going up, I'm going back so that I'm dragging, allowing the paint to come out the back end of my drag. There we go. Down the schnozzle, around the schnozzle, back up the schnozzle. Let's do the other side. All right, I'm going to drag it this way. I don't know if I can do this backwards. I can't have it too close, otherwise I can't see it anymore. God bless my crappy eyes. There we go. It's got little stringies. Good, looking good so far. I definitely will do something in his eyeballs. I think he's going to have a ridge down the center here. Instead of that indentation, Shanine would know what the name of that is. I used to know the name of it. He's going to have a ridge, and now I'm going to outline his lips. And back again. Oh yeah. And then come in from this side, so I can just lay it down there. Nice bead. There we go. Kind of gonna be ooh, hold it up, and it sags. Oh, that's good. Yeah, looky there. So, excellent. Now, let's do some patterns. So, what patterns can I do? I'm going to do almost like an eye of Horus with the lines coming down and out. So what did I just do? I'm going to do it again over here. Shorter, longer. Don't get too quick on it, Patrick. And then longest. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Ooh. Now forehead. Let's go. I don't want to go wiggly lines or spirals. We could go concentric circles. Let's go concentric circles. Let's go. Or do we want to do that? Let's do a scroll. I'll fill that in. Oh, that was globby. Oh, lordy. Got to get a little closer to the surface because I'm glooping it up. Coming around. And then moving too fast. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this. Going with the flow, quite literally. Go and fill this one in. Not too much, because I really don't want it to go all over, because then it just ruins the coolness of it. So I'm going to use this to bring it in. Bring this around. Fill that in. Get all the edges joined. Wait. And there we go. So it looks really messy right now. And admittedly, it's kind of messy, kind of airy. So what I'm going to do is I want to see what I can do with it. So I got the basic shape. Let's bring this up into like, oh, there we go. Almost like a leaf. Make a little bit more leafy. That is very heavy. I put a lot of glue on there. Okay, well that turned away from being a leaf to like a Nike swoosh. You just never know. So that's that side. Now, do I want symmetry? No, I don't think I do. I think that'd be too expected. Let's bring this down here. And back up and around. Ooh, that's actually cool. Really rather like that. So on the face, let's bring a curl in here. Sploopity splop. There's a lot of strings that are going on, but you know, the strings can be dealt with. Let's bring this around. I'm feeling a connected around the chin type of thing. Make it heavy, almost like a band around the chin. Your nose, right? People are probably like, why? And my answer is because. There we go. So as you can see in the reflection, it's becoming odd and undirected at this point. Let's come around the jawline, right along the jawline to there. Around. Finish this off. Bring this gloppiness to an end there. This out and off. So that's good. That's half. Yeah. You likey? I likey. I think it's kind of cool. All right. It's separate from the eyes, which I like. It's separate from the mouth, which I like. Works its way around, comes off of the head up on the top, comes down, runs along the jaw, which is fine with me. And what do you think? All right, let's move you back. So there is one side that I can let dry. Kind of cool. I like the face so far. So what I can do then is I'm going to follow that. So I did this on costuming, on fabric. It was not fabric glue. I used this multi-grip glue. And apparently that screws on. It doesn't just press on. Press it. So, and what I did was I drew lines and I did actual scroll work. I actually designed scroll work computer-wise that was consistent. And it was very cool. And I proportioned it with copy or blah, 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 all these things. And then what I did on the actual fabric, there were suits that we wore that went with these. I still have them. I took the paint, or the glue, and I drew it. And then I took metallic paint and I painted on the glue after I did this. So how did I start it and why did I start that? Because I had neon strips. Excuse me. They're these little battery packs that you get that have the neon wire, quote unquote wire. It's like little neon cords, right? And they glow. And just from the battery packs. It's actually really freaking cool. So, but they're thin. They're very thin. I don't even know how thick they are, but they're very thin. And they glow beautifully. What I wanted to do is I wanted to put them in those patterns and then incorporate those patterns, paint the patterns on there and make it all part of it so that when it's not lit, you see it as the red because this stuff is clear. And then, so I put it on, pinned it on, glued it on, removed the pins as I went, made sure it was stuck enough. And the stuff, it dries fast enough to actually be able to do that, right? So then I went over it so it has a larger glow to it because it is clear. It will actually have the light will sort of be expanded within that clear glue. And then I went over it with paint around it and did my patterns, my scroll work. And it was all very, cogs and gears and stuff like that. I wanted it to be Alien meets cyberpunk meets I don't know, old school ironworks and copperworks, that sort of thing. So they're multi-genres that I wanted, because I didn't want to just stick with one. I do like them. I like multiple ones, multiple sort of ideas and approaches and costuming effects. So I wanted to incorporate more than one. So I really like the way that this one's coming along. I love that inspired, haha, let's do that. On this side, however, do I just leave it plain so that it's even weirder because it has it on half of it? That's kind of a cool idea. Or do I scroll it all the way around? Or do I just put more on the back and get myself more satisfied? Because I do want to do something on the back. So maybe on the back, let's do something specific with the glue on the back right now. How am I on time? I'm good. And then we'll just let it dry and we'll go with it for the next time with whatever the next stage will be. So I've got these coming here, outlining face. What could be in the back? I don't want to, do anything hair looking. I want to do something almost tattoo-like, right? So what's a good tattoo? I can do scroll work. I could do, what's inspiration around me? Oh, I could do an interlocking pattern. I've got cool interlocking patterns here. So that could be an inspiration. On the back of his head, doodly-doo, make it sort of more mechanical. Do I want it organic or do I want it, put it on and let it drip? It could be just drips. I mean, I could just not overthink it and do drips. So let's see, let's just do it. I kind of like the almost like a double helix. Let's do, it's never gonna be able to be sort of mechanical and hard edges and stuff. So it has to be a little bit more organic. I could do, I don't even know. Gosh, there's so many options. How is it so hard to do? I could, I've got an idea. All right, bear with me for 1 second because I'm gonna crack out the foam. I want this thin foam. I'm going to open a package. Ooh, or even better, I could do thicker foam. I'm gonna do thicker foam. Here we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it, I'm going to cut it into small pieces, and I'm going to glue it onto the head. Where does this come from? I don't know. All right, so I'm doing angled cuts and straight cuts. Why am I doing angled cuts and straight cuts? I found that I like the ends of the little pieces to be angled cuts instead of blunt cuts. So now, all right, let's just get gluing. This is the perfect glue for it because it will just stick on there and stay. Thunk. I'm not going to do them. Oh, I could do. Oh, actually, let's do this. I'm inspired. Right around the ear. What's amazing is that this stuff, literally, because these things are so light, they just stay there. And they're, oh, that one got wet. Ew, gross. Oh, that's that silver paint. Blech. That wasn't quite paint from the last episode. Take a look. It was very disappointing to open my silver paint and have it not be paint but just water because the actual solids dried. I think it dried on its side at some point. There we go. They're all kind of wacky. They are affixed with this glue. I like them. They're just sticking out. Da-da-da. And I'm going to build this back from the front. And as I go further back, oh, that one's got blue paint on it. That works. I could dip this one in a little bronze paint. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to start cutting them longer. Some short, some longer. Do them at the angle. Pop them all down. Glue them on. I love it. Oh, love it. Very stringy. Put this one up closer. See if that one stays. That's the one that got wet. Intersperse the long ones with the short ones. I love how they just sort of stick on. I'm gonna go so the back ones are longer. I think I'm gonna be limited exactly how long I can go by the weight of them if they're just gonna start falling off. Now the wacky part about this is these, yes, these are gonna be outside. So, that one was cut at a major angle. That doesn't really work. I want them to stick straight out. So let's make sure my cut is, there we go, 90-degree cut. Goop up the paint, the glue. Stick it on. There it is. Jeez, I didn't do so well with these 90-degree cuts. Kind of messy. Messy. There we go, that's better. And I'm going to keep them, I think, just on the head part, not go down on the neck. Here we go. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I like it. I'm not going to go overly hog wild with these. Imagine that, me not going overly hog wild with something. Who are you? What did you do with Patrick? I think you could call this already maybe hog wild with them, but I think they're just being creatively. I think that's enough for now. So what is this stuff? This is that poly foam caulk saver. It's the stuff that you put into gaps if you're, insulating things, or if you're working on a driveway, which I'm sure you do all the time, or on cement where you're putting, you're filling cracks. You put this in first. Ooh, I may have just found my maximum length. That one's barely holding on. Let's put this one down here. That's kind of cool. Like that. Make sure it's not in line. I'm staggering them. So if I find that I automatically put things in lines. I don't know if you do too, but I do find that I do that if I'm not paying attention, like that's a line now. So just take it off, move it so that they're not in lines, because your hair does not grow in lines. Thorns do not grow out of a head in lines. Maybe they do. I don't know. Well, on this head, they don't. So, all right, last one. Oh, God, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? It's speaking to me, go right there. Gonna clump them with that one. Boom. So there they are. Ooh. Oh, poop. Oh, it's mostly dry. I was gonna say, I just put my finger in the glue on the other side because, you know, I already forgot I did that when you're in the moment like this. So there we go. So, porcupine head. You know what I need to do? All right, I lied. That's not the last ones. I didn't lie. I just didn't understand where I was going artistically fully. What we're going to do is we're going to bring them up and through here. So I want short ones for them to come up. Boop, boop. I'm going to do just a couple more if I can find another end. I'll just make another end. I don't care. What do I care? Plunk. So while cutting these, I did find you really don't want to put it between your fingers and do them like I just did, because I just reminded myself that that's not a good idea. When I was doing those, snipped my fingers more times than I can tell you, because apparently I couldn't learn the first 6 times I did it not to put the things there, but I would like put them between. You know, I've been cutting my own hair for how many years and snip my own head, snip my own fingers so many times, and I just haven't figured it out. But anyway, so I put it between my fingers to cut it, and it's like, oh, okay, this is great. I'm bleeding again. This is fabulous. I love doing this to myself. So why don't I do it a number of more times? Here we go. This is hilarious. Okay, I'm going to cut these down, though. Not cut my fingers. These are going to get shorter. I'm actually going to take that one and use that as an actual piece. Shorter as they get to the front. Doobie doobie doo. There we go. This one at an angle. Recut. So now these are going to be shorter as well. And these are going to be it. And then my time will be done. Perfect. All right. This glue bottle's getting all goopy. There. So now I know what my other side is. I feel as though it's pretty darn balanced and cool. There's one girl right there. That's a new one. Do you like it that way? I like it that way. So it faces back. What I did with these, with the way I cut them, was angling the cuts to match if I wanted them to feel like they were moving forward or if they feel like they were moving backwards on the big mask there. These are all at different angles and makes them feel a lot of bit choppier and just a little bit more randomized. There. Yay! Oh, you know, he's needing one more. Here, go. That's a good part too, is that your offcuts, whatever they want to call them. Ah! Well, that didn't go far. It sticks beautifully to my hand. Can then become little nubbins. Oh yeah, I needed one right in there. There, all right. So these'll stick, stay on, and then if I have any problems, I can always just reglue them, you know, if they start falling off or whatever. They're going to go outside, so I want them to be well adhered to. I don't know what you call it. And there we go. So we got 2 sides of them going. Blobby, organic almost. And then, oh my God, what happened to you? You have something growing out of you. I think you have something in your hair. A little something right there. So I like it. Those will get painted. They'll be fun to paint. I'm thinking that the cut sides will go probably all bronze, and then the shaft part, oh, that's quite the word to use, but the shaft will, makes me think of the song, shaft, will be another color, and we'll figure that out. And then we'll figure out what color to paint, or even to just even highlight the glue. All right. I hope you had fun. I hope this was interesting. Love the creative process, and I enjoy sharing it with you. And I hope you have a fabulous day and a fabulous week. And I will see you in the next installment / episode of making mannequin heads into planters. Share it with friends. And remember, you can always watch me with closed captions. I have enabled them in English, American English. And so you can have a cup of coffee and watch me faster than the speeding bullet, even as fast as you want to go, I think. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Put some love out there. There's not enough love in the world. There really isn't. And I do very strongly believe that we are very hard on ourselves and on each other. So relax. People hate when other people say that to them. I hate it when people say that to me. But if I actually listen to them and I get out of my own way and get out of my own stress ball, I find that they're right to, okay, let it go. Relax. In with the good breath, out with the stress, right? All right, have a fabulous week or just a day until you watch me next. And I will be back from San Francisco in about a week. So I'll have this one released while I'm gone. It's like magic. All right, have a fabulous day and bye.